people doing home seller leads. On my home, traditionally, people would have to get the spreadsheets, all this freaking information. And imagine a roofer with all this information, right? So what we made is the further ability where, a roofer or whoever, we have roofing. And so right there, these are all people who were Googling stuff about a roof on December 3rd. Can go Dallas. Obviously, there's a bunch of different postal codes that you can filter into more.
So they Googled something about roofing. And so this is like running Google ads.
There's a lot of this technology out there where you can identify what someone's Googling when they Google it. And then we go the extra mile just to skip trace it to the contact info, and not just the Shea 256.
You're saying that like pixel data? Is that what it is? Like,
yeah, so cookies. So we figured out who the person was by this number right here, right? So this crazy 256 character number. This identifies a person across all their devices, and it's like your social. It's not like your IMEI tied to your phone. It's literally meant to be you. So this appears on every single website when you actually go off, make an account, or you just land on it. This follows you everywhere. So by using this, we enriched it dozens of times over where we figured out, okay, this is the Shay. We know it landed on someone looking for roofing. Now we know the first name is Carol, right? So then we found out Carol's between 55 and 65. We found out she has a $100,000 net worth, and we found nothing about a company she works for. One thing I want to address is, well, what if it was a roofer looking up roofing? Theoretically, you could go to the company description, type in roof. In this instance, no one that works for a roofing company was in that data set. But if we were just going to leave it at roof, we can see out of the 15,000 people, 133 people who looked up roofing also work for a roofing company.
Whoa. That's
So yes, and is the answer to your question, right? Pixel data, skip trace.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa. I had to take that in for a second.
Obviously I typed in roof and I got Dave and Buster's all under one roof. So what we're going to be adding as time goes on is you can add like a negative button. So all right, you don't want anything with roof in it. Actually, everything but roof, we're going to add in like a command where you can do minus roof.
So the thing to remember is this is our starting point, right? This is where we've jumped off from, where the full functionality of the system is live. And as we start to further develop UI UX, that aha moment that you just had is going to get even more powerful.
Too much. The whole system, we can customize the tables.
Well, I'll just say, for example, right, I worked with an exterminator who sort of did a large catch-all intent capture and then realized, if I really segment this out and narrow it down to the keywords, I can really segment offerings. All of my marketing, use the SHA 256 for custom audiences for each segment. So now I'm really running lean, whereas I'm not targeting rain gutter services to somebody who was looking for pest removal or rodent removal, targeting rain gutter services to people who looked up for our rain gutter services.
Yeah, this is really impressive to me because it's like it takes all the guessing out of it. You click on a website and they know exactly who you are the second you jump on.
Some of it is the genius of sort of what Brian has been building over the last 5-6 years, right? It started with him making data products as data to leads, and then to have better data than what other people were offering. And so, that's the sort of secret sauce in the proprietary back end that makes this all work and worth it. There's a lot of people providing data beyond the functionality of like, okay, now you can package up and market data in really reasonable ways. The tools are in the middle there to make that data make sense and make it more powerful is really where we establish our value. What Brian has done so brilliantly.
People have to pay us to put the data here. So if your data sucks, you're paying us either way and you're going to get charged back. So it's almost a moral hazard because you can't just list your data. You have to pay us a lot of money for us to list it. And if your data sucks, we're going to make sure, that you know your risks. This is the way we presented it to you, right? If you're going to present what you're selling as an opt-in roofing lead, we're still going to charge you to list it. And if you get issues, that's on you. It's all in how you present the data too. That's the other big thing. Because you'll see people that try to sell these things as 85 cents for a lead when we're just selling unlimited for one price.
You're kind of doing a service to the industry, right? Like,
wait till we get to dashboard 3 and then marketplace rankings, where data providers are ranked by the people who are buying the data as 4-star, 5-star, 3-star, 2-star. It's going to hold everybody's feet to the fire.
How is it compared to like the giants right now? They use this pixel from @data.
Fully confident in going up against anybody right now.
All these companies are the same. Constant Contact, Apollo, Wiser, they're all worth $2 billion. Apollo might get sold for $4 billion to Salesforce, and they all have the same data. You have the ability, any data you get from us, you can actually white label your own platform. So Roger's white label is WLLeads.com for whitelabelleads.com. Oh, so Roger does his own pricing. Roger has his own audiences that buy smaller packages. That's how we're different. Where, if you find a niche and how you're great at roofing, I'll give you the same software like Apollo, but you can dedicate it for the roofing industry. So that way you can be better than Apollo because you're focused on helping the client, not just selling them information and credits.
Yeah, without a doubt. It becomes a real force multiplier at that point, huh? You can target for any industry. All right, so I have a more specific use case, maybe a little more difficult. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a buddy of mine. He wants to do an email marketing campaign. So they have little discount cards, right, to get in crazy discounts. You also get cash back. Cost Plus is still keeping some of your money, give you all the discounts plus Bitcoin cash back. And he wants to advertise specifically if they can partner with him and advertise his program. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, we had someone ask us for people looking for Ozempic, so we found every person looking for Ozempic.
So he's done a little bit of marketing research in the background, and he has a couple of ideal customer profiles built out. If I were able to provide you with that, could you show me what you could do?
So you would just tell us a new category. Like these people, for instance, in marketing agency, they Googled marketing agency. Someone wants to find CPAs that Googled a marketing agency. Well, there's for the job title.
So the answer is yes, we can certainly find that data. Within the segment that we're looking in, we can narrow it down to specific job titles. Will help find those qualified people. In the other cases he was talking about, they weren't looking for people who were looking for an Ozempic. What they were looking for, physician assistants, there was a certain qualifier. So we had to get down to that segment.
Right. It's not like they were putting into the program that you guys have, Ozempic. They were putting in keywords that were related to Ozempic or that people would. Okay, yeah. Let me pull up the ICPs that he gave me real quick, and then basically the gist of it, would be pharmacy techs and stuff like that.
You would just have to give us a list of either keywords or the profession. And like I was saying over here, we can build the databases in 3 different ways, right? We can build the database, including anybody that's searching for the program you're offering, or we can target just pharmacy techs. Basically, you could set up 2 separate databases, one that's just targeting pharmacy techs and one that's just targeting people who looked up the program. You would have a database here, pharmacy tech, database here, people looking up the program you offer. So you can go through the database of pharmacy techs or whatever different assistants, we can compile them all together into one database. You'll be able to filter all these different things about them, the age, the children. We provide you all the pharmacy techs, and then you're able to filter it down however you want to. The second database is anyone looking up the service you offer. You could find the pharmacy techs under job title who also looked up the service. There's a package for 2 databases, right? And then if you want, they're trying to save you money. So instead of setting up a 3rd database of now pharmacy techs looking for the service, you can do it as just 2. And you get unlimited downloads, and it updates every month.
Speak a little more to like the cost and how all this works again. 2 databases, 3 databases.
Yes, every package is unlimited. That goes for starters. 1 database, and 1 database means you can give us a list of the keywords you want, except you being 1, you get 2, and you end up saving $100 on each. And that's $800 a month or $5,000 for the year. Every month you can change the database. If you decide you want to use a different list of keywords for next month, you would be able to refresh it 12 different times with different information.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The white label's included. So anything you buy from us, you can resell or use yourself.
But if I wanted to sell it?
Yeah, so if you wanted to sell it, there's this admin switch, right? So let's say you pay $4.99, you have your custom database right here. And you're like, wow, I don't market in Alabama. I might have someone that wants to buy a marketing agency in Templins, Alabama. You would just be able to hit this admin switch, and now you can create your own white label of the whole system. Like this is one right here, app.emaillistdata.com. It's a whole nother white label. Now this account can resell any of the data that they're subscribed to on AvocaData. So anything you buy here, you get the ability to resell in here if you choose to.
Oh, and you can set up a payment gateway and all that stuff.
Everything, yeah. If you know what Go High Level is, it's the same type of concept. It's just except for making your own Apollo type company.
Wow.
And being you're a roofer or you're in roofing, you basically know how to run an Apollo software best for roofers. So now you're going to make a niche carve out of the same technology, but there's a lot of dedication to making sure roofers are successful other than just, selling credits and getting venture capital funds. So basically we would put a brick up there for you and you'll be able to chop that up how you want.
Oh, so basically like a certain menu right here, break down the sector that I bought.
Or service of putting together a database for you. So the database you want is not there yet. When you pay us $4.99 or $7.99, one of our engineers actually puts together the database for you. For instance, they would just clone this database, health insurance. So now, let's say you paid, our developer put this up for you. They would then load all the people that looked up that information into this table. So 24 hours later, you, if you were to buy the data from us, you would then pay us, the database comes up over here. So people looking, and obviously there's nothing in it, so it's gonna show blank. But then 24 hours later, all this data will be in there. There'll be probably, close to 200, 300,000 records. So that's step 1. Now you have a database of everyone in America that's looking to save money on insurance. Then you can filter any of these 70 different filters. So if you say, okay, I want to find people looking to lower their insurance in Dallas, you would have Dallas, you would hit search, and it would update the amount. Or maybe you want to target people in an age range, or maybe they have a certain credit score. So you can narrow down this database of people looking to save money on insurance by any of these things right here, by what job they have, where they work, how big of a company they work for, how many kids they have. This is all the different things you can customize in order to get the exact list. So maybe you can filter the net worth of people. So if you're looking for lower net worth, you have the ability to do that. Maybe you're looking for unmarried. This is what we're actually providing you. We put this online for you, and then you have the power to go through it any way you want really fast and buy and save that you want.
The database that I'm getting that your engineers put together is a very unique database. That's what we started with. That has a variety of different information available to it that is enriched multiple times, correct?
Correct.
Sweet. Yeah, this is definitely something that I want to go over for my future projects with. So if I have two use cases, two databases, right, and you're saying I have 12 refreshes every.
Well, if you're doing the 12, you actually get 24 refreshes. So that's the difference between this is if you pay for the year up front, you get 24 refreshes. And I mean, a year would be 10,000, 50% off, 5,000. And then with this one, 3,000 for the year, 500 a month, and you get one refresh a month or 12 for the year.